This tutorial explains the graphical user interface of advanced aircraft analysis. On the top, we start with the window information, where the program name, program version, aircraft file, and the flight condition are being shown. Next is the file menu with several different drop-downs. Then we have the module bar, which consists of the 10 different modules within AAA. Each of these modules will open a new set of submodules, as you can see. On the bottom left, there's the different tabs. First, we have the File tab with several file operations. The next 4 tabs can basically set the aircraft configuration, consisting of the general structural configuration, the propulsion configuration, the useful load, and the certification of the aircraft. The last tab is the setup, where several options can be set within AAA. On the bottom right, you can see some useful buttons, which consist of, for example, the flight condition button, recalculate, and the help button. The bottom of the screen shows the company name, the project name, and the date and time. The following window is a good example of an input-output window in advanced aircraft analysis. Each input-output window consists of input parameters and output parameters, and some of them also show an input table. The input consists of the variable name, the value, the unit, and on the right side you can see the variable information button and the workpad button. Some variables also show a Go To button, which can bring you to the module where this variable is being calculated. In the input table, you can see the columns marked with input and columns marked with output. To access the workpath in a table, you can double-click on a cell to open the workpath in AAA. In the workpath, you can find variable information. You can find the symbol, a description, the database variable name. You can store notes for each variable. And on the top right, you can see the variable value, including the unit. The default unit is set on the bottom right. You can lock a value, you can allow the value to be exported to a file, and you can make a variable flight condition dependent or independent. You can also find theory and variable information in the workpath. A plot window in advanced aircraft analysis shows the plot of interest, and it also has a couple buttons which you can control the layout of your plot. You can turn on and off the grid. You can read off values. You can edit the font. You can resize by automatically resizing the plot. And you can export the data from this particular plot to Excel. You can also change the axis by double-clicking on one of them. And by doing so, you open the Change Axis window. And in the Change Axis window, you can change the minimum, the maximum, the number of divisions, number of subdivisions, and the decimals. Another thing in the plot window you can see is the information. So here you see the information that is current to this particular drag polar. This concludes the tutorial on the graphical user interface of advanced aircraft analysis.